I can't even. Hey there, guys. My name is Brandon, aka Suns Geek, and if it has to deal with the Phoenix Suns, I'm going to make a video about it. What a game two that was, you
Oh my
guys.
goodness.
I had so many emotions, frustrations.
I'm kind of mad because I already yelled so much, so it's like I don't have any more yelling to do.
You know, my guest here, Reliable Rants, and I were just talking. He's like, I can tell the energy is just different from you today, Suns Geek. And I said, well, that's because I'm sober. And two, I'm very annoyed and I'm frustrated. So with that being said, I am with my guest today, Reliable Rants, one of the smartest Lakers fans, but overall a smart NBA fan. Reliable, you must be pretty happy tonight.
Oh
You must
my
have a lot
God.
of energy.
No, I had a lot of doubt at one point. I'm not going to lie to you. I was pretty scared at one point when it was 84-84, third quarter or fourth quarter or something.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because it's like I usually take notes and stuff, man. I'm like, I don't even know how to analyze this game, man. I mean, I thought the Suns were done.
Sorry, everybody is just immediately saying this is a rigged game. How is this a rigged game? I honestly don't even remember seeing any crazy bogus calls.
I normally don't do this, but I'm going to jump into the box score real quick because I want to see how many team fouls there were between both teams. 23 foul calls each. That doesn't even seem real because
it was such a physical game, you know.
Mm-hmm. And the Suns had like a whole bunch of fouls in the first half. The Suns were turning the ball over. LeBron was LeBron and he got his foul calls. I'm still pissed. I know that you and I probably disagree with this, but I'm still pissed about that LeBron campaign little exchange they have. I have the picture, by the way.
I hate campaign so much.
let me pull up.
Pisses me off, bro.
Campaign here.
Campaign pisses me off.
The referees called a foul on campaign for this. Look at his arm.
No, because, bro, you don't understand. I mean, look, LeBron is technically the right away on that because, like, he was trying to get position and campaign was, like, hindering with that. So that was just the position LeBron ended up in.
Yeah.
Man, that's kind of, I mean, bro, campaign just pisses me off. I don't know why.
We're going to talk about campaign later, but he was a huge reason we came back in this game. God. You know, we kept talking about it last time, Reliable. Like, you guys made adjustments. I know you guys went to the film. You know, Frank Vogel said like he's going to try to get Anthony Davis involved as much as possible. He had one of his best playoff games ever tonight. LeBron,
I don't know about that, but yeah,
I think he did, man. He was fantastic tonight.
I mean, tonight he was Anthony Davis. Last game he was freaking Etuan Moore.
Hey, don't disrespect Etuan Moore like that.
That was just I was gonna say Tony Snell, but I said Tony Snell last time. So Etuan Moore was the other one that came to mind.
It was just a really frustrating game. Just so the Suns had, I think, 7 or more turnovers in the first quarter, which is absolutely unacceptable. Now, we're going to talk about Chris Paul later. And I'm not saying we would have won the game if we didn't have that many turnovers in the first half, but that many turnovers in the first quarter is unacceptable. And the Suns, they've done that a lot this year. They've turned the ball over early and it has kicked their ass because they have to climb back into the game. And again, in all fairness, they did. I don't even know how they did it. You know, there were some huge threes late in the third and early in the fourth. The defense picked up, the energy picked up, the crowd got into it. But this game was just so frustrating.
Yeah, I think I know how you did it is because you guys are a team, a well-coached team, you know? We're pretty much a group of individuals who has LeBron James and Anthony Davis. You guys are a team, and like when you're a team, you can do things like that, especially a well-coached team with energy and stuff. Again, that crowd, I think it was towards the end of the third quarter. It was like Anthony Davis got the ball in the corner, like it was like hit out. KCP got it from half court. He gave it. It was like a quadruple team, but at the same like.
That was when Jay Crowder did his little head nod.
Yeah, that was just team crazy basketball right there. And yeah, I mean the fans are just the energy is crazy there.
I don't know how I've gone 5 minutes into a live stream without opening up my good friend Sprite. I'm always drinking a Sprite on these live streams.
Not last time.
Last time I was drinking a beer. And I wish I was drinking a beer tonight because, oh gosh. Once again, you guys, we are joined by my good friend, Reliable Rants, talking everything Suns, Lakers. You know what? Let's look at the box score again. I don't normally do my live streams like this, but let's go ahead and dive into the box score here.
Hey, for you all who watched last live stream, did I not say Trez would get a DMP this game?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
I mean, it's just too obvious.
Reliable Rants,
I just know
Lakers
Frank,
fan.
I just know Frank Vogel, man.
He's predicting things over here. So can you predict what's going to happen in Game 3?
Okay. Honestly, I was really happy that we played Marc Gasol more. We need that playoff experience on the court.
You just need his big body. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the experience, man. He has a championship. He's been in the league for 15, 16 years. Yep. I'd much rather have someone like Marc Gasol playing over Montrezl Harrell, who was a terrible defender. But yeah, that was a good point.
I think I saw at one point, it was like halftime, that your guys' front line was completely out rebounding the entire Suns team. Yeah, it was like Davis, LeBron, Gasol. I was like, what the hell, Drummond?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something that you're not gonna like. Deandre didn't have that great of a game. Because look, I know the numbers say so. I know the numbers say he had a great game. The numbers say he had an amazing game.
Right.
But like from the eye test, we did way better of a job getting rebounds and stuff. And most of DeAndre Ayton's points were just putbacks and stuff like that. So last game he had a greater impact than he did this game. And shout out to Andre Drummond, man. Shout out to Andre Drummond. Thank you.
Showed up tonight.
Thank you. We needed that. I did not want freaking. Because like most of the boards DeAndre Ayton were getting weren't really on AD.
Excuse me.
So yeah. Shout out to Andre Drummond.
I think Ayton kind of struggled in the first half, even though he was putting up numbers. He made a lot of mistakes out there. And really, the Suns as a team, I don't even want to blame the Chris Paul injury, man. There were times in the first half we couldn't even inbound the ball properly, and I'm not even joking. It was bad tonight, man. We were turning the ball over. You guys were swarming us with your defense. We couldn't get anything inside the lane. We couldn't post up. We couldn't drive to the basket. Booker didn't take, in the first half anyways, didn't take enough like attempts, to shoot. He needed to be more selfish. But again, what can you do when it's basically just Devin Booker out there, Chris Paul playing with one arm? And again, Ayton put up the numbers, and he was good.
He was good. He was good. He had a better game last game, and he didn't have as big as an impact. That's all I'm trying to say.
It was ridiculous. But I'm gonna start reading the box score. If you see a comment or something or a question, let me know. Anthony Davis, 40 points tonight, 7 for 15 from the field, 10 boards, 7 assists, 3 blocks, and 34 points. That's insane. That's what did you see from Anthony Davis tonight?
I saw him be more aggressive, and I saw the game plan on the offensive game plan switch towards get him the goddamn ball.
Just like Frank Vogel said.
Just like how the game plan should be. Just like how the game plan should be. And he still had a hard time getting going, man. The first minute of the game lasted about 25 minutes.
Can we quickly switch to that, and then we'll go back to Anthony Davis?
Oh, Lord.
That was the longest 58 seconds of my life. It felt that 58 seconds was like 5-10 minutes. Jay Crowder, 2 fouls.
Yeah, 58 seconds.
Jesus.
Hey, but he still made it to the end of the game, though.
God, that was.
Oh my God, but yeah, like bro, AD kicked him right in the money spot.
I will say this: as much as Suns fans want to criticize the referees, in that moment, I felt like that was fair. If they would have not have done that, I would have just shut off the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
Because it was just, somebody just said it in the comments. Sloppy first quarter. It was a sloppy first half
for both teams. I mean, we came out different, but we still weren't like.
Yeah. Because you guys were turning the ball over too, and you guys were getting in foul trouble.
Because you guys are so scrappy, man. Like it's just impossible for a team to just be turnover free,
Yeah.
Especially in your home arena.
And that's where, obviously with Chris Paul playing with one arm, I'm not a fan of Point Booker at all. Never have been.
Yeah.
And he tried. there were, and Deandre Ayton, he needs to work on his damn hands, man. I get that the Lakers were swarming the defense and swarming inside. I get you can't catch every fucking pass, but man, like, he needs to work on his goddamn hands. But
Yeah,
then
we just
again,
used
maybe
our
Booker
size
needs to be a
today.
better passer. I don't know.
Didn't you just say you don't like Point Book?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe Book needs to be a better passer. I don't know, man.
I guess he doesn't. I mean, yeah, but like, yeah, I mean, we used our size way better tonight because you saw Drummond had a good game, AD had an amazing game, and Marc Gasol played all right. Probably didn't even shoot a shot in the paint, just his perimeter.
Dude,
three.
the first possession of the game, Anthony Davis swatted. I think I don't know if it's Deandre Ayton, but still, that block kind of set the tone, man.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, our bigs showed up tonight. I'm glad Trez didn't play. I would rather have Marc Gasol in this situation. KCP was so bad. He didn't hit one shot. Like I told you last time, he could be the X factor for us.
He can. He can.
He didn't hit one shot. He had 0 points. And he played 31 minutes.
Don't take this the wrong way, but if you look at it, man, from a box score point of view, it was just your starters tonight.
Yeah. I mean, look, yeah, KCP still played good defense. Kuz still played good defense. But yeah, like they were terrible on the offensive end.
I was gonna say, how have we not talked about Dennis Schroeder tonight, man? I mean, could you imagine if he didn't play in this game? I think the Suns would have been up by a little bit if he didn't play.
You guys weren't playing good defense on him because Schroeder's thing is he likes to change like speeds. He was
aggressive.
So he'll go up here and then like go down here and come off those screens. And he had like mid-range jumpers every single play. Y'all were just letting him take those mid-range jumpers. He's gonna take them. We give him the freeness to take those mid-range jumpers,
By the way, for all of our viewers out there, I know our conversation's jumping all over the place.
For real.
I don't even care tonight, you guys. I'm just like, you guys know me. I'm normally like looking at the notes, looking at the quarters. Tonight, I feel like this is a very long episode of Suns Geek Rants because I'm just letting out all my emotions and let's move on here. We kind of talked about Anthony Davis. He obviously had a great game. I saw a stat reliable. It was something like the Lakers. I don't know the exact number, but like when LeBron scores 18 or less, you guys lose a lot. Tonight, 23 points.
Oh my God, he hit so many crazy shots.
Thank you for bringing that up. Cam Johnson played some of the best defense I've ever seen him on.
Yeah, LeBron had that at the end of the third quarter, that crazy fade away from the top of the key. That was crazy.
Like Cam Johnson, who I think is actually an underrated defender, had his hand up, played great defense on LeBron, and he still hit that shot. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was crazy. He hit some clutch shots, man. He had like 2 fadeaways in the corner, I think.
And then late in the game.
But like I got to give props to you. You did make it hard on LeBron. You did. You made it hard on him because like he wasn't getting to the paint like he does on every other team in the league. Yeah, he had to shoot some tough shots, and they were just going in tonight.
Somebody's blowing you up, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, I'm turning on Do Not Disturb.
Andre Drummond, 24 minutes, 7 for 11, 15 and 12. That's pretty good. He showed up tonight when it mattered. We already talked about Dennis Schroeder, 24 points, 8 for 16 from the field. Your bench, man. I mean, Marc Gasol, 20 minutes.
But our bench was terrible. Our bench did nothing.
I think
that was also part of Vogel's stupid rotations. Wesley Matthews had 4 minutes. Keith had 4 minutes. THT had 6 minutes. How do you expect them to do anything when you're giving them 4 minutes? Those are 3 like guys who contribute, and we're not playing them. So like, I mean, you can't really expect them to get a rhythm going.
And you guys played Alex Caruso a lot in the first game, and tonight he only played 19 minutes. I didn't even feel like he played all 19.
Yeah, I mean that's like he had that big dunk at the end of the game.
Yeah,
I'll scream so loud.
That's when I knew the game was over. I was like, it's done.
Yeah.
Let's look at the Phoenix Suns, though, man.
I did have a question about D Books.
Yeah, go for it.
Look, I remember he came in with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He sat out for what, 5 minutes or 4 minutes before that? I was kind of wondering as a fan, just like, yo, like I know get his rest, but bro, like if y'all want to win the game, he needs to be in the game, man. Like
and
that's kind of what I was thinking at the moment.
Excuse me, I keep burping. And that's where I said it earlier. D-Book, in the first half only had like, I don't remember how many attempts, but it wasn't that much. And I was like, he needs to be a lot more selfish in this game. He needs to put up those attempts, bait the Lakers defense if he has to, and just take those shots, get aggressive. And I'm not saying he wasn't, but like he could have been more aggressive.
Yeah, he's still at 31.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we did a better job on him.
Mm-hmm.
Again, D-Book is a superstar. I mean, you can't stop him. You can only contain him.
Thank you for reminding me. I did take this note. Somebody tweeted this out. They said, with 31 points tonight, Devin Booker just joined Chris Paul in 2008, Julius Erving in 77, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, at the time known as Lou Alcindor, in 1970, as the only players in NBA history to score 30-plus points in their first 2 playoff games.
Hey, first game, he broke records, and now second game, he's breaking more records, man.
Yep. So he joins an elite class right there, and he's not going to stop, man. So thank you for reminding me to bring up that note. Jay Crowder wasn't really a huge. It's okay. He wasn't really a huge X factor tonight. He was just there for more like experience, toughness. I will say this, man. I think if the Sun, even the Lakers too, man, you guys only hit 10 threes tonight. The Suns only had 8.
Yeah, because we used our big man.
I think if we would have hit our threes, we would have at least been in the game at the end. There was a point at the end of the fourth quarter where we didn't score for like 2.5 minutes. That killed us. And again, if we would have hit our third quarter,
out the third quarter, we go on a 10-0 run. It's like
that's bad, man.
Because when you were alluding to the perimeter, the threes, it's like, look, KCP goes 0 for 4. Today's game, like we're like, okay, we can't shoot threes tonight. We're gonna use our height to our advantage and stuff like that.
And I will say, I think there was one point where you guys had 5 threes. I think you guys hit the threes when they mattered, and the Suns were just trying to hit threes just to hit threes and catch up,
Oh, yeah, for real.
Except for that end of the third quarter when like Cam Johnson responded to LeBron's 3.
Yeah. Hey, Mikal Bridges did his ghost thing again, man. He does this every now and then. I'm not a Suns fan, but Mikal Bridges does this ghost thing. He just becomes a ghost.
I've been one of the people that's been saying, oh, if the Suns want to win this series, Deandre Ayton needs to be an X factor, yada, yada, yada. I think it's got to be Dario Saric and Mikal Bridges because they people were tearing Dario Saric apart. I always will kind of give Mikal Bridges a pass because what he does on defense. But I mean, dude, this is a guy who had a career year, especially offensively, and is growing into a great offensive player. So in the playoffs, you need that. I don't care if it's the Lakers. I don't even care if it's like the Warriors. Like, you need Mikal Bridges to show up, man. And you're right. He was invisible. He was inconsistent.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
He just does that sometimes. Also, when Jay Crowder got hit in the nuts and he went out with like 2 fouls, bro, I really expected Torrey Craig to have a game, and he didn't. That's just my son's thoughts.
Well, I was confused why they didn't play him much in game 1, and I guess the reasoning was because Cam Johnson had such a great game. Torrey Craig had that nice little cutting dunk, but he only played 5 minutes tonight. And I'm like, I don't get it, man. This is why I love Monty Williams. Great coach. Very humble, awesome guy. But people in the past have criticized his rotations, and maybe we're starting to see, I don't know. But again, Frank Vogel looks like he does the same thing.
I mean, look, Frank Vogel, like, okay, if you're coaching LeBron and Anthony Davis, you can't like be a traditional NBA coach. Like Monty Williams coaches a team, Right. Like, I'm admitting we're not a team, man. We're a group of individuals with 2 of the best players in the league. So yeah, I mean, Vogel, his rotations are weird. Again, why are you playing 3 of our most like contributors off the bench only 4 minutes?
Right.
Like, why are you doing that? Like, if we're gonna play them, we want to get them in a rhythm. Kuz was absolutely awful tonight. Just absolutely awful. I'm sorry, I'm just going through some of my
I love it. Just keep going.
But yeah, and it's kind of funny. Cam Johnson, he only had 6 points, and his 6 points were those 2 threes. I swear it seemed like he had like way more. He played way better, but
I agree with you.
yeah.
And you know what? I'm not saying he was the best defender on the court or anything, but he tried his best, man. He's such an underrated defender, in my opinion. I'm kind of just pulling up some comments here. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah. Thank you, Roy. I appreciate that comment.
Me voice my frustrations and everything. Thank you so much to Ryan Cross for the $5 super chat. You totally didn't have to do that, Ryan. I appreciate it. If you got like a question or a comment, Ryan, go ahead. I'll make sure to feature it since you donated, man. Once again, you guys, we are live with my good friend Reliable Rants, and we are just ranting and voicing our frustrations because this was one of those games, man. I would have called it a playoff classic if the Suns would have won because it had that environment.
This whole series is going to end up being a playoff classic. Come on, man.
Let's hope it goes to 7 games, man, because here's the thing. I've always been big on, even before the Suns made the playoffs, I was like, you got to win game 3. You got to win game 3. You got to win game 3. Well, in the Suns case, obviously you got to win every game, but I felt like this was a must win.
You know what? You want to be honest with you? I'm just waiting for you to mention Chris Paul. You haven't done it yet. You haven't done it yet. I was honestly just waiting for that to happen.
Well, first off, Ryan Cross, once again, thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, thanks, guys. Always come to you after the games. Go Suns. I appreciate you, Ryan. Thanks so much. Okay, let me take a sip of my Sprite, and we'll talk about Chris Paul.
Hey, I mean, you don't have to. I was just kind of like anticipating it. You know what I mean?
He was playing with one arm, man.
No, like, I would honestly expect if I were a Suns fan, I would press the excuse of Chris Paul not playing button. I would just press it. I would honestly just press it.
Do you think we would have won if Chris Paul is healthy?
I mean, look, you can't say. I mean, I think the whole momentum in the fourth quarter kind of like the latter half of the fourth quarter kind of transitioned our way. And Chris Paul, definitely his presence on the court could have changed that. But man, like I just don't know. I honestly
don't know either.
Because we have good matchups for CP3. We have Schroeder, we have Caruso, we have
LeBron
Matthews. But I mean, yeah, because his presence on the court, like I said, is just a winning. Like Chris Paul could put up 0-0-0 every night, and he'd still be a great point guard. Just because of what he does.
And a second coach on the court and on the bench.
Exactly.
I totally forgot my train of thought that I was going to say. I'm being very biased here, but I'm also preaching facts. The Suns do a really good, and just like the Lakers, they do a really good job of responding after they lose. Especially in a close game like this. Like the Suns were one of those rare teams this year where they didn't lose too many like back-to-backs or they didn't lose too many like 2 games in a row. It was
you guys are young, man. Because like, look, young teams do better on back-to-backs because they're younger, they're more energized, they have better, they're just you know, I mean, like they just have more like good stamina, you know what I'm saying?
And it's also like because you've kind of like said it a couple times in the stream. You're like, you guys like play as a team and you're coached as a team. There were games this year where like you could tell the Suns were pissed that they lost, and that's why we didn't lose too many back-to-backs. We didn't lose 2 or 3 games in a row, and when we did, you could tell the Suns were responding, and they do a good job. And it's the playoffs, man. You have to respond. Thank you, Iverson Vlogs, for being here, man. Suns Geek, man, bro. We might need you on the court instead of Dario.
By the way, I know this is different from what we're talking about, but the Mavericks just won game 2.
I was kind of,
Sorry, I'm just happy as a Laker fan who hates the Clippers. I'm just another smile on my face.
Spontaneous question. If the Clippers, I don't know how long PG and Kawhi are under contract for, but if they don't go to the finals anytime soon, they keep losing in the playoffs, do you think the Clippers just blow it up?
I mean, look, PG just re-signed. Kawhi's probably going to re-sign. But look, it'll take a couple more years for that to happen. Yeah. I mean, they're not just going to do that.
They'll probably just keep rolling with what they have.
Yeah, I mean, until
it's just terrible.
Until it seems that Kawhi and PG are slowing down, they're not going to do anything.
So Dave Ford says Chris Paul out, 21 turnovers and only lost by 7. Not too worried if at all, to be honest. I will kind of agree with him there, man.
Yeah, but look, I get it, but Chris Paul's not going to be 100% the whole series, so you might just have to live with the reality, to be honest.
We somehow were still in this game. I don't get it. There was one point where you guys were almost up by 20, and we kept chipping away. I don't know.
Like we were up by 10 or 12 like 2 different times throughout the game. So, I mean,
speaking of that, I think we were kind of talking about this over DM. Like, you guys went on a 10-1 run, I think, to start the 4th, maybe.
The 3rd,
and then and then we responded with a 9-2 run, and Booker had like 7 of those points.
Yeah, I think it's just for you guys, it's just consistency throughout the game.
Yep.
Because it's like cool, like we go on a run if you go on a run and get it back. But sometimes it's just, I mean, if you guys just keep it consistent, you know, like it's hard when we have Anthony Davis and LeBron James. But yeah, I mean, if you're going against a team with 2 of the best players in the NBA, letting us go on a run and then trying to just come back and regain that run, that's just going to be problematic in the grand scheme of things. But sometimes it's just inevitable because, I mean, but yeah, and someone, Joshua Lovato said, what do you think we or you guys should do about Drummond? I think Drummond has activated demon timing. I think he's going to be a very big X factor going on. Just because I feel like he's now comfortable. He's out of his shell. Remember, he just signed with us. So, like, I think Ayton has a hard job because who was on AD most of the game tonight? Y'all kind of switched, right? I mean, because Deandre Ayton's going to have to help with Drummond and Anthony Davis and Marc Gasol and all that. So he'll be having a tough load. The rest of the series.
You just reminded me of something. There was one possession, and I saw this a lot all game. There was one possession where I forgot who it was. Somebody left Anthony Davis, and all of a sudden Booker had to guard Davis. There were so many defensive mistakes tonight where guys weren't on the guys they should be guarding. I think we were switching a lot, which can be kind of scary. Obviously, there was the foul trouble tonight that kept players.
We had so much foul trouble too. You guys honestly could have won the game in the first quarter. You could have won the game. Devin Booker could have won the game in the first quarter. You want me to tell you why? It was some point in the first quarter. He had Anthony Davis on an ISO. Anthony Davis had 2 fouls. Frank Vogel, his neurotransmitters didn't process to take his ass out the game. So Devin Booker had Anthony Davis on an ISO. He could have easily gotten him his 3rd foul right there, and y'all could have went on a big run, and he would have been in foul trouble the rest of the game. I'm just saying, like, D-Book could have driven. Anything could have happened. He 100% would have gotten that foul.
That's where I want to be really biased.
But instead, he passed. He just passed the ball. So
that's where I want to be biased and be like, look, I think we would have won this game if we didn't get into foul trouble, and if Jay Crowder was playing better, and if we were hitting our threes, and if we didn't send Anthony Davis to the free throw line like 18 times. I don't know. But I'm telling you what I saw. Again, I only have 2 eyes, so I can't see everything, but I saw a lot of defensive mistakes tonight. I saw a lot of bad switching and just guys not being where they should be, especially in that first half. But I'm trying to point out positives here, but I'm just like, I don't know, man.
I'm sorry. I mean, I think the X factor, like, there's so many X factors, but the one X factor for us was Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, yeah, he killed us, man.
Just because he had, like, I'm just applauding him for taking those shots. I'm applauding him for taking those shots because I'm glad we give him the freedom to do that because you guys were really worrying about the kick to AD or the kick to Caruso, the kick to anybody, the kick to LeBron. So Schroeder has that open mid-range every time, and he takes it every single time, which I applaud him for because it was open literally every single time. So then he put up 24, which was the X factor, man. And then you saw, like, there was a span where LeBron and AD were just give Schroeder the ball and move out the way.
Yep.
If we have 2 stars and we have the ability to do that, then we're winning.
That's what's scary about your guys' team because you know there's going to be so much focus on AD and LeBron.
Yeah, exactly. So if our 2 best players have the ability to just give someone else the ball and move out of the way, then that's just a dub for us. And Schroeder just showed that he can be that 3rd option.
I shouldn't be complaining about Anthony Davis getting to the line 18 times because Devin Booker got to the line 17 times.
No, but like I don't think there was one foul on AD that was like blatantly stupid. Like, come on, he was just aggressive. That was the whole game plan to get him in the paint. So obviously he's gonna get fouls. It's just like rocket science, you know.
I know you hate him, but what did you see out of campaign tonight?
No, I hate him because he had a good game. Like, obviously he played amazing. He like showed that he showed up.
Not so great in the first half, but
oh my
showed up
god,
in the
bro,
second
he
half.
just pisses me off. Just the way he plays, like he's the opposite team's like least favorite person. Like, oh my god, man. And he has a black eye, by the way. Did you?
I know.
That?
When did that happen?
Am I the only one that sees that?
No, I saw that.
That was just so annoying.
I don't know if that was when the scuffle happened or if it happened in practice because Cam Johnson
from the scuffle.
Cam Johnson had a black eye earlier this year, and he said it happened at practice. So what I saw out of campaign tonight was he kind of struggled in the first half, but that guy just plays with energy,
in the
drives
first half,
to the basket. Yeah. Sometimes he takes stupid threes, but he did have that quote logo three. That was a deep three, man.
In the first half, I was saying, like, bro, I remember we said this last time. I was saying campaign was clanking game one. First half, he comes out clanking, like backboard, like right rim. And then fourth quarter, he just starts hitting.
Yep, he shot 3 for 7 from three. But I think those 3 threes that he did make mattered, you know, and that's what I saw a lot of tonight was the threes that the Suns did hit, they mattered. You know?
Sorry, Roy just said
what did Roy say?
You know, I'm not gonna.
Oh, I see. Shout out to Roy, by the way, big time supporter of mine. Been on this channel once before. Shout out to Roy. I want to see Jalen Smith play over Dario. I don't care. Suns fans. Jalen Smith is not going to play in the playoffs.
Cliff James Jones on the draft pick.
I was like, reliable. I need you, man. Get in my street.
Bro, imagine you take Tyrese Halliburton right there. Just imagine. Oh, my God.
Could have used Tyrese Halliburton tonight, man. Especially with no Chris Paul. Roy says, Rants versus Geek, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Who wins? As far as the Chris Paul thing, man, Monty Williams... First off, during the broadcast, he was like, yeah, he will play in the fourth quarter.
I saw that. I was really confused. I honestly thought he was out of the game.
And from what I saw was, you know, what was being reported and stuff was that he did everything he could, you know, to get better. And he had that like shoulder stuff. And it's
like brace.
You can tell it's lingering, man. And that makes me nervous. Like, what if he doesn't play in game 3?
No, like this is what's going to happen. He's going to play in every game in the series, but he's going to be
limited,
like, very limited.
It's literally like he's literally playing with one arm.
I remember I think it was first or second quarter, he had an easy floater opportunity and he kicked it. Yeah. It's like it's his shooting arm that's injured, so he just doesn't feel comfortable. That's just the reality of the situation, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Let me check something else here. Somehow both teams shot 45% or better. That's just the league that we live in. Both teams shot 30% from 3. Bad night for both teams from 3. But again, I felt you guys hit 3s.
Shout out to KCP.
Both teams great from the free throw line tonight. You guys out rebounded us, but I can't believe this is a real thing. You only out rebounded us by 8, which is insane.
Because look, last game y'all out rebounded us by 13, and we come back 21 rebounds later.
Maybe the Suns are a better rebounding team than I'm giving them credit for. Because
adjustments. That's. I mean, look, y'all are gonna adjust too. I mean,
we'll bounce back.
But yeah, we finally realized like first of all we're letting a 22-year-old out rebound the biggest team in the league.
Right.
So we kind of realized that no, that can't happen anymore. And Drummond grabbed 12 boards. Anthony Davis grabbed 10. Let's see what else. Like we had, and then we had just like all around rebounding.
Yeah, like Schroeder.
Even KCP had 4 rebounds.
LeBron only had 4 rebounds. What the hell?
He had some crazy rebounds towards the end of the game. Did you see him like jump and like grab those crazy contested rebounds?
Just LeBron having 4 rebounds just sounds weird to me. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
People are kind of, and rightfully so, they're talking about Dario.
Yeah, I love how the
3,
chat like has their own conversation. That's
Game
just
3, are you giving Dario as many minutes as he had the last 3 games? I'm scared for Dario's future, man. I mean, if you don't show up in the playoffs, you're gone, man.
that play when he hit the floor was not even a foul.
I was surprised because he was dribbling so like,
yeah, he was like going around the whole court like this is ring around the rosy.
Dario, what are you doing? And he was lucky he got called for that foul, man.
That wasn't a foul, man. Andy had his hands up. But yeah, I mean,
that's the kind of night that we had, though, man. There was one foul in Deandre Ayton where he just put his chest, I think, into AD, and they called a foul. I was like, come on, man. Like, the officiating is just unacceptable, man.
Yeah. Hey, what about Frank? I mean, I'm not a Suns fan, but just what about Frank the Tank, man?
I am a Frank. Wow, I can't even talk. I am
Do Suns fans like him or no?
They like him when he plays good.
Yeah,
I'm a Frank defender, and I don't know if you knew this, but we are actually 11-2 when he starts.
I think wasn't he get minutes over Dario? Is he injured?
No, he's fully healthy. The only player that is injured is Chris Paul and Abdel Nader. Ironic, because they both got traded here.
I personally, I mean, look, I'm not a Suns fan, but just as an outsider, like why aren't y'all playing Kaminsky, man? I just think, I don't know.
I'm a Frank Kaminsky defender, man. I mean, he knows our offense. He can hit those threes when you need him to. Plays hard, but I don't know if it's just a matchup thing. Monty Williams is really big on matchups, and obviously the Lakers are a matchup.
Yeah, but is Dario really matching up like that much better than Frank?
I want to see the Dario that plays against Joel Embiid and plays hard and clogs the lanes.
If I were you, I'd want to see the Dario who played with Joel Embiid.
I want to see the Dario that was in the bubble that got signed to 3 years, man.
That Dario in Philly was amazing.
Sawbucks, who's a big supporter of mine, says we should play Frank. We need all the size we can get against the Lakers. I absolutely agree. Just reading some comments here. Craig is better than Sarge by a long shot. Whoa. Why does Monty send Sario out when he's obvious? Whoa. My screen just like, hold on. I got to, technical difficulties here. There we go. Sorry. Why does he send Sario out when he obviously doesn't show confidence or desire? I don't know if Dario's just nervous or if it was the suffocating Lakers defense tonight, but he had a horrible ending to the season. This has been going on for a while, man.
He only shot one shot. It's like he didn't have like he's really like he averaged 8.7 points per game. So he just had no day of light, no light of day. Is that
he's just been inconsistent, man.
So yeah, I guess he just couldn't get shot opportunities when you rely on him to do a little bit more than that. I'm looking at his stats against the Trailblazers. He shot 12 shots against the Spurs. He shot 12 shots. Spurs, he shot 8 shots. Like, I mean, it looks like he's a big part of your offense.
There was one point, man, I'm not even kidding, where Dario was in the running for most improved player, and then he just fell off. I don't know if it was just injuries or inconsistency, and I think he was injured in all fairness, but he had a horrible finish to the end of the season, man, and didn't do much in game 1, didn't do much here, and the Dario mystery continues, man. I don't even know.
I guess so. I mean, I don't look at me about it.
Am I lagging, guys? I'm sorry if I'm lagging. Roy said that I was lagging. On that note, Reliable, I don't really got much else to say, man. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? You got any questions?
Yeah, I mean, the overall X factor in the series is going to be energy. Because look, you guys even had more energy than us tonight. We just came out on top because
that's scary. I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
It's like you guys just had you're a team. You're a team. So it's like, and you're a very, very respectable team. And LeBron went to sleep after game 1 being like, damn, this is a very, very respectable team. A tough matchup. So we had a realization, y'all are gonna have a realization after this that, it's gonna be a tough series. Game 3 is gonna be huge, but we're gonna be at Staples, so that's gonna be a very, very huge divert of energy. I don't even know if what I just said makes sense.
Home
Yeah,
court advantage, man. Even if it is a COVID year, home court advantage.
Oh yeah, for real. That's just getting the Phoenix fans out of there. Just
shout
for real.
out to sorry to interrupt you. Shout out to Richard. Shout out to Jay Crowder. He built my whole neighborhood block, new houses with all of them bricks.
Oh, I thought he was actually like saying like no, he's a philanthropist. Like he actually built like
oh my.
That, like you actually had me in the first half. I was like, bro.
I know. I was like, oh, that's cool. Doing
Jay
community
Crowder
work.
back to the neighborhood.
Wow. Richard, that was a hilarious $5 super chat. Thank you for doing that, man. You totally didn't have to do that. I appreciate you, Richard. Sawbuck says, "Go Suns. We need Suns Geek to drink a victory beer after Game 3." Hey, Suns and 6. Suns and 6.
No, this dude Sawbuck said, "Reliable Rants is a smart young kid. Professor Geek taught him well."
Best comment ever, Starbucks.
Lord, that's funny. At first, I was like, "Wow, thank you." And then it's funny how that joke stuck about you being a teacher.
I'm gonna screen cap that and post it.
Lord, that was funny. Starbucks, that's pretty good, bro. That's pretty good.
Man, you guys are great. I'm sorry if I was like negative tonight, guys. I just a lot of emotions. You know, it's my first playoff loss in 10 years. Okay. I have the right to be off script. I have the right to be negative. I have the right to, you know what? Shout out to Romp 2.0, man, because that guy demands greatness out of his team. And he has taught me that, especially this year when the Suns are actually winning and they're good. You know,
I have a question for you, Sunzi.
Yeah.
What would you rather have? No playoff game or a playoff loss?
Playoff loss.
Exactly, man. I don't know. I mean, for 10 years, you didn't have a playoff game. So I'd say a playoff loss might be a little bit more exciting than that, you know?
Bro, like in 2019, I was like doing draft videos and looking forward to the draft lottery around this time, you know?
Bro, Sunny with the draft is like so funny. Because like, he's like he somewhat does the homework on like the players, but when it comes down to like Suns picks, he's like, what?
Reliable, get on the stream right now, bro. Who the hell's Jalen Smith?
He just,
dude, that was. I'm sorry, Jalen Smith. Please don't hate me. He probably like saw that and was like, I hate this guy.
No, I mean, Jalen Smith, you're dog crap.
Eric, you're the homie, man, but I'm never burning that Bender jersey, man. Dragan Bender is the GOAT. He's my favorite player of all time. I think
he's in the Euro League now.
Yeah, I haven't like heard from him. And like,
do Suns fans still like? Do they hate Jalen Smith or are they like, oh, he's a young?
Dude, they love Jalen Smith, man. And I get it.
How do you love Jalen Smith?
They want him to play because that dude, when he does play, he's good, man. But Monty kind of pointed out the game moves too fast for him. He does make rookie mistakes, and you
know. Bro,
what?
Breaking news: the Phoenix Suns have left Dario Saric in Phoenix after leaving for Los Angeles.
That's right, you guys. Breaking news on Suns Geek: Dario Saric was left in Los Angeles.
Hey, the jokes are pretty good today.
Hey, the chat came, man. I appreciate you guys joining. Thank you guys for leaving some funny comments in here, especially this one. And the Sawbucks one, man. I can't find it, but it's hilarious.
Bro, yeah, that kick in the nuts did something to him.
Reliable Rants is a smart young kid. Professor Geek taught him well.
That's funny.
You guys are awesome, man. On that note, I hate to cut this short, even though we went for like 45 minutes. Make sure to Hulk smash. Absolutely just destroy that like button.
Thanos Infinity Stone smash.
Yeah, Infinity Stones, Thanos smash. Reliable, I know you're on a hiatus. Shout out to my brother.
No, I'll make a video soon. I'll make a video. Like, look, I would have made a video after like the Laker games, but we live stream, so it's like,
right. Yeah. But if they don't know you, I know you're not on Twitter, but where can they find you, man?
Yeah, man. Reliable Rants on YouTube, reliable_rants on Instagram. You know, you get like normal posts from me on there. Yeah, like you said, taking a little bit of hiatus on YouTube, but man, I'll still be uploading. If you like controversial stuff, then go to my channel. Not in a political way, in a basketball
controversial,
way.
yeah, controversial basketball videos.
There's no
And you guys will see reliable rants again. I'm pretty sure at this point we're gonna do like every playoff Laker Suns game. You'll be on the channel probably for some draft stuff too, because I'm gonna need help knowing who some of these draft guys are. Because this year, man, I barely know who Cade Cunningham is.
It's a great draft. It's a great draft.
Like the Suns are good this year, so I don't care about the draft. Yeah.
I feel that.
Yep. But yeah, you guys, destroy the like button. Please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are all incredible. You guys are all the real Suns geeks. Take care of yourselves out there, guys. Stay safe. Subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Phoenix Suns in 6. Go Suns, go. Rally the Valley.